Should be coming up now. We're live.
Yeah, we're live.
Hello everyone, a good evening and welcome to the Ero PlayStation Formula 4 lobby. I'm your co-commentator Matthew Wright, and alongside me again is Bastion Freeze.
I'll be checking. We have a full lobby, right?
There's only 16 in there.
Yeah. Wait, so Joe is still joining with Alpha.
Could be 17 soon.
I'm gonna check the absences real quick.
Absence.
So normally there would have been 14. We have 2 from the F4.
Yeah, a couple of them from F5.
Maybe more joining from the F5.
Yeah, I had one of my voice. Starting at 14 at 19:35 local time.
Wait, did I name... I didn't name my stream F3. Why does it say F3? I didn't name it to that. Is our stream still saying F3? Yeah. For me it is.
Let me check. Let me check. Still says F3. I don't know why. Oh wait, we're going.
Yeah. So Joe is probably joining mid-race. Mid-quali.
Mid-race. You do be ready. It will be ready when you say it. Oh my word! It is.
It's raining. It's raining so hard.
Oh, this is going to be absolutely an ocean to go through. Well, good luck trying to get your setup sorted before people. Let's go.
I'm gonna ask if there's any info about the race weather.
1 minute.
So there's a Jack is going out. It's so we can see it's Inter. They're gonna be driving on.
You can hear me again.
We have Jack, the first person that's out. So you can commentate his whole lap if you want.
Let's see who's the first on track.
Jack.
Oh, Jack Harvey again. Oh, it's Jack Harvey. Intermediate conditions here.
Yeah.
I'm sure that's right.
I've seen the race is going to be dry. So
the race is drying up.
They all should have a dry setup in a rain.
Yeah, you have to be careful across the track or speed, like it's really easy to get yourself a mistake.
Especially in the rain. With those fast corners.
Anyway, a lack of track half, we're going to turn out towards turn 1. Just good taking nice and easy through there because it's quite wet. I think we're towards the first straight, which is where the big DRS overtaking opportunity is. And it sets a decent okay time around about 18.15. Now it's also third DRS turn. It's going to himself quite gently. Towards turn 4. I was trying to take it quite gently, really, because some people might be having no traction control or anything.
So now it's changed to F4.
Good for the left hander. That's good. Got off towards a fun couple of corners. Yeah, give it an absolute bean through there. And Jack Harvey goes across the line to set the time off. 1:15.7 for everyone else to speak. That's why McLean is going for our final quarter and sets the time. Faster 1:50 dead Jack. Jack Harvey's so slow. Well, Schnicknack.
Yeah, yeah, just call him Lucas. That's maybe easier.
Lucas. Yeah. Well, that's Blackwell. Could be on attention here to get pole position here when the track dries up.
It's a bit slipping on the exit.
If it's slipping across the exit, can it go into 150? Good second place with 15.0, 9,000 faster than Ryan.
As Roosevelt sets up the fastest sector 1.
Watch Bell. Could be a spicy one here.
Our leading in the championship right now.
He's leading the championship. And it needs to be good across the line.
Little moment for Roosevelt.
He's been set the P5 time for Roosevelt leads. So he took his passes for 14.4. Roosevelt is flying at it. Can he get to that pole position? And look towards the final couple of corners. Oh, a little bit of a twitch there. Looks off the final corner. Get his beads down a lot. See what times he sets.
Setting a
it
ball.
Goes pole position for 14 flat. That is 2 seconds faster than Jack Harvey because he's slow.
As Antmet's also set second.
And Jake Seamus left his session, I don't know why. All sorts just lost it there.
I'm watching Skull right now.
If Skull's going off from the left hand there. Turns 5, 6. It's a bit down then
he's holding up the Mercedes behind him.
He could have. Well, he's on a fast lap too.
Skull and
he's
validated.
Validated it.
That's what.
Well, that's Crack Cosford across the line now. 50.8 for the second sector, and it goes fast for 13.3. But the track sounds like it's starting to dry up a bit.
So we have Mark is the next one going on an outlap. Others have him validated, so he's the next person. He's driving on the grass.
I think it's trying to touch some more grass. Which Jack Harvey improved himself to a P8 by 49. Still a little bit reasonably slow for him. At 13.3 watts. I like that. Now the track seems to be starting to dry up a little bit. Tyre grip improved by that roughly 1 to 2 seconds per lap. A bit it. There's off, just got off again. He's having issues with the car, his bike bias. A Skull going across now, we see this another lap.
That's Mark going out of turn 1.
Goes back. He could be quite a key contender here because he performed also his first race in the race. Let's see what he has in store.
Fast sector 1 he did.
Fast the sector 1. Okay, so using full traction control here, so he could benefit the advantage of the corners here. So what's happening? Sets.
Fastest sector 2.
Setting a pace on sector 2.
As he's going into the final corners, easy to invalidate.
Easy to invalidate, not troubling him though. It sets a good across the line, goes third fastest. Anyway, Skullkick's improving quite a lot from his previous mistakes. So he's just got his tyres up to temperature. Can he get himself to pole position? So it's time to use sets. Oh, he goes quickest for 13.2. Something to track, he's not really ramping up.
As Lucas goes into P3.
Lucas P3, James Sullivan goes P4. What's you doing? You know, that's Jack Harvey trying to improve himself, boys.
Oh,
Yellow flag
goes
at sector 1.
5th.
I bet goes fast for 13.0. Sounds like track is really ramping up.
Don't believe it's fully drying up. It's staying into condition, but it's getting better.
What the heck is this? What is Lucas doing? He just stood there.
He's standing still. What is this?
What is that?
He's in reverse now.
I think he should be qualified.
He can't.
To his way.
Yeah. He has.
Banned from qualifying.
He couldn't drive forwards.
Yeah, Lucas could have just. You know, that's got an issue with his car. He's run out of petrol. Sounds like he's stuck on something. I don't know what's happened to him.
His car couldn't drive.
So Lucas he's now permanently disqualified from the session. He's now going to input a lot of people's lap here. It's going to be absolute nightmare for everyone else to go through. I wonder if this is the stewards is going to say about that. This is absolutely disgusting to say. What has happened here? That is one of the most controversial things happened since the qualified package of Italy 2019. I really feel like not making an excuse for it. I think he could have just pushed the car up so he could be about himself actually.
Yeah, so he was in the low fuel mode.
Low fuel, but he should have just conserved the fuel before he's doing this lap, but just get back into the pits. You know, that's quite good for that for the final corner. And it goes to the 112s. And what have we got to do with 111s? Last week's race when he was on provisional part of the Bourbons. And everyone else tried to transfer the 111.9. Oh. Who's on the lap? Jack Harvey's on the lap, is he? Or has he just done his lap? Who's P5 by the way? 13.2 and that one thing. Meanwhile, I've been impeding some people here, I don't know what's he doing. Hope GHJ can recover back.
Is back into first.
That's a good question actually. We're going to have a full restart. Something could be quite controversial happened here. Oh, he's pushing the fuel bird. Who's going downhill fine.
Melvin is now going in the lap.
Mr. Hamster's on a lap now.
Virtual also in the lap. I'm gonna watch Joe.
On a lap here. He's two tenths faster for sector 1. And Virgin Goods now towards the third 5 and 6. A little bit wiggly there. 8 tenths up. Can he do something special to try and help his teammate win the constructors? We'll start to file a few quarters now. Hope he doesn't in 5 days. That'll be an absolute awful shame for him. And then it goes now for the final corner and he's trying to pin himself. No, he doesn't. He goes P10 for 13 8.
As with Jack
The track is improving, trying to get a response.
And Rochwell crashed.
Oh, Cracker's made a little bit of an error here. I don't know, cost him another 2 tenths.
Improve. Rochwell pitting.
Yeah, well, I'm going up to now. He did try to spot this lap time, so he's up by 800.
As Antmet is also pitting. Let's see, we have James Sully on the outlap and Arturo. Dus Joe is improving with going 4 fast, 6 tenths.
4th fastest. This is how Cracker's going. Oh, he's backed off. So interesting to note for a while. Well, Skullkick is trying to improve his lap time. 1:11.9, that's unbelievable. That one.
Let's see how much. 6 tenths.
Skullkick is 6 tenths up on his personal best. Heading to the 112s. That's a clear indication of track time.
112.6
like it.
Would be
P4. 6. The 4th gear for the back section there. And the yellow sector 3.
He goes second.
He goes second. Where'd that come from? A 112 flat. Whereas Wormy's Heck is going through after the first corner to start his flying lap.
As James Sullivan is improving.
James Sullivan is
by
improving.
2 tenths, not a lot. Luminek and THE still haven't set a lap.
To P5. You know what, James Sullivan goes another 2 tenths up.
As Craig now goes out.
Let's see if he could do anything here. Can he try and prove himself a high position for the F1 gang? Whereas Wominek is setting a quite decent lap time. We'll have a final few corners now. A little bit slow day. And then it goes across the line. So it's whether it's subscription up to P9. JHM is still not reconnected. So I guess he's out of place.
James improving to P8.
James up to P8.
Arturo up to P7.
Arturo to P7 for that's quite easy result faster than.
Let's see, D-Web
What the heck is
did
happening
improve
here?
with 6 tenths, but didn't gain a position.
I think Ryan's improving, or is he not?
See, Daniel, I believe he's now going in a lap.
I was watching that, so I extended his advantage to the top of the line and on to the final lap of the session. It sounds like the rain has stopped.
As Mark improves to P3 with 112.3.
112.3. You know that's what though. It's improved about another 10 for there.
As
the truck is getting a lot of rubber.
Isn't setting a lap, maybe at a quarter band, I don't know for sure.
Could be the quarter band.
James Sully out of the last corner. Improving with 3/10, not enough.
Being what I was watching was this extremely flying 610
With Daniel getting held up by a Williams. I believe it's a Williams that finished even. And he couldn't improve anymore.
advantage. Watch well, pole position, no matter what, 111.1 on intermediate tasks in damp conditions. No one else
Jack is improving with 2/10 right now.
Well, Jack Harvey's improving, going to try and get himself to the top 5. He's supposed to got a penalty for illegal blocking. I think that's going to be a lobby restart right there.
Goes up to P4, Jack Bailey.
Jack Harvey goes up to P4. I mean, he's supposed to got a 5-place grid penalty. I think that's going to be a lobby restart. I think we're going to have a restart lobby, I think. I have no idea. Because we had this for having a grid penalty for no idea. I wonder who was that guy who spun himself with left leg. Well, here's our grid ladder for today's race. We've got Rochevelle pole position, 8/10 clear. Skill kick. Why is for Jack Harvey's P4-1, lad? Mark P5, Crack P6, Romnek P7, Black Wolf P8, Joe P9, P10, and with James Sullivan P12, C2 13th, Lee Red 14th, Fisher 15th, THM 16th, and Snufniak. I've no idea what happened there. You should not get a race qualified for that. It's going to be a guaranteed restart, but I don't know.
I don't know. It should be, but
What? Joseph Ernst a little bit mad here. He's a little bit cloudy a bit.
there's gonna be a restart.
Service restart. It's a restart happening right now. So I might just cue some Coronation Street introductions. Yeah, my Alfred session's on there too.
I'm gonna check his last lap time before he got disqualified, so that can be counted in.
So we might apologise for the little delay here, because we've got a server restart. Because basically there's an incident. Actually, Luke has been disqualified for absolutely nothing. Because he basically got stuck on a hill and that's it. I think it's not an film. He could have just pushed the car up himself actually. We've got the infant back into the lobby. Oh shoot. Join.
gonna check the final standings to see if they are doing it good.
Radio check.
Is there a new lobby already up? Yeah. Yeah. I just had to wait because there was a lobby crash or something. I'm gonna check the settings if it's where is it again? Grid editor. Wait, can I see that? Oh no, only the host can see that.
Chakari's going for a comfort break. I think we should start lobby without him.
So waiting for Ruminek.
Rubinek is in.
Ruminek is in? Yeah, he's in, so we need to wait for the... I believe... Wait, let me check. I think it's either the Alfa Romeo or the Williams.
True with that, yeah.
It's Istvad that still needs to join. And also someone just left from Red Bull. Goes back in. Ruminek still needs to choose his car, I believe. No, he's out again. So, wait. Now someone else left. Wait, there's 16 again? Yeah, I believe now we're full lobby.
cheeky Jack. Collision set off completely. Um, so THC has got a minute warning.
Yeah, let's see if he joins.
Let's discuss statuses. Alright, he's on yellow, so he's AFK or something like that. Oh, he's 17 now. Alright, we are finally going back under the radar. Leave it. It's just roasting Guinness. Right, we're finally back again. Sorry about the delay.
Finally starting after like 15 minutes.
Yeah. To be honest, you should put an intermission menu down.
Wait, let me check. Actually, yeah, it's been 50 minutes or maybe even longer. It's maybe even been 20 minutes. The lights
We
are
go down for the 5 red lights for the Austrian Grand Prix, and it is go, go, go. What was saying? I've looked a decent start here. Oh, Jack Harvey is having a Jack Harvey start here.
passing
Score
Rochelle.
with the inside line of it, going off the track there as well.
Rochelle goes past again.
So it goes past again. It could be for the legal overtake. As Jack Harvey's bogged down to P6 and James Sullivan's down to last. Oh, we have a yellow in second two. That's all joy. It's a birthday that's come together, I hope not.
As
We got as bike for clean, goes for clean for the inside line there.
Tie form.
It's on soft tyres and Roger is on hard I hope we don't have a round probably to have a bridging crash again like it happened in F2. That was the
Yeah, Ryan is
uphill
on
section.
those softs, so he is going a lot faster.
Yeah, I think the beneficial for me was tire degradation will go away very quickly. So I'm clean escapes.
As he gets,
Let's go kick
Roger
inside
gets
line then.
past of Skull. As we have Mark up in P4.
Mark is at P4 already. Chuck off his
Daniel
level start.
dropping to P9 already. And to P10 also.
I suppose we could have a little bit of an error there. I could happen things quite quickly around here.
I believe either Arturo crashed or forgot a setup.
No idea.
Oh, Skull is close behind Ryan.
Skull kick is good towards turn 6. But what do I behind him? Why is the point too much here? Let's just have a look at our possible race strategy slow down for a speedy and hard. Just typically quiet. And it comes down the average is now turned up to 11.
As Antmet already
So they can
moved up
pick-
6 places.
The average is now activated.
They have
Look
Lucas
at-
in the
it comes to
pits.
DRS3. It comes down. Skulky across the inside line. Can he keep it boosted?
Oh,
So got the average. The boy is forced him off. Why?
Forced
That's
him
a
off.
bit-
as
That's a
Roger
bit
gets
dirty,
past now.
Roger gets past him now, taking the beneficial from the collision between Ryan and Skull. Oh, this is going to be a bit hairy. Oh, I wish just going to have better broadcasting cameras. This is just absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, that's why I'm watching Ryan right now, because then you can see them in front fighting.
Yeah. Hope that fixes in the next patch. Better replay, better spectating cameras. However, we're back normal now with those two. I don't know with Watchabell.
As Roger now gets
from the
DRS.
And head now towards turn 1. C2 sets a fastest time of 30.
Is
67.3.
Roger going to get past here or the next straight?
Watchabell goes. Thinks about
He
going to go
moves.
to the inside line.
Stays
But no, he
behind.
defends very well. It goes now towards
Is
the
he going
fast.
for a move here, using
the-
overtake?
Using the overtake good.
Oh,
There's contact there!
there's a bit of contact, but they're both still driving. As Skull
But they're
goes
both still driving. Hope they won't have any damage.
back in front.
So now towards turn 6. And it's still quite close together. Despite having a little bit of a bang about a few times. Both on similar EOS levels. You know, with 10 kilometers an hour advantage, he's thinking about going for what's back straight.
Roger moving past.
Watch
He's
for this
sending
move on the
it.
inside line here.
Just
So
going
he's
back.
backing off again.
He's really close behind right now. As Jack moves
This
up
is
a
fit.
place.
Stackhouse is a P8 having an absolutely awful start for him. Quite likely conserving those few to. Oh! Skulker was a little bit wide.
As Jack and Ruminek are
Both take
fighting
lead.
a lot through this corner. Ruminek gets better exit with those mediums.
Jack
and
Harvey.
stays in front.
And let's pay attention back to the front now. The gap is now nearly 2/10 now. Which now towards the third final DL. It's Skulker's got a penalty, and so he's finding the cleavage as well for going off the track a few times. Whereas Crack is under pressure from the Ferrari of Underbad. As told you, was tries to stick to the track limit lines. Completely full of battery. Can it be loose because yes, it's close for some reason.
The virtual is getting past here.
It's getting past Skull Kick for first place. Can he make loose stick up? He does. Hopefully the judge. No, when he was trying to close up in there, but I've got 3 seconds time, so this thing's could affect the final results.
As we have been back in P4 and 5, they're really close together.
Yep, 3, 4, 6 actually. Look at that. Goes past the Mercedes. Oh wait, he's fighting back. He's connecting tears.
But he's managing to stick it.
Control is running away like the tower is so top.
So we have P3 to P6 really close together.
And the rate is what scarfs away from Skull Kick.
Black Wolf also almost in the back of Turtleneck.
He's paying attention. Wait, line's got a little bit of an error there. Sounds like he's soft hearts are failing off a little bit.
Yeah, he's slowing Ant-Man a lot down.
Slowing a very bit.
Is tot managed to get multiple warnings.
Yep, 3 seconds.
Joe gets multiple warnings. Black Wolf gets multiple warnings.
This Austria track limits have existed, not everywhere. Meanwhile, Haas. Ardmed trying to get himself back
is
on the
getting.
Is
he's gonna get enough room.
He's gonna do it around the outside.
Ryan is on the inside.
He might get a pair of exits. Always forced him off the track, or he got
forced him off the track
the
as Crack goes enabled. Past now.
Look at the surface for the Mercedes got Crack is going down the inside of Ryan. He's gonna keep it clean. Oh,
he's
Ryan makes a little bit there.
Ryan's tires are dead.
Yeah. I think he might just complain down to his tires are dead.
As Altmet is going to try
hard rate is
maybe trying to find a little gap here, but it's hard to do it in here. As he almost went into back and Ryan pits.
Did he just cross over the pit entry like that?
Yeah, that's gonna be at least reported. That's not a correct pit entry.
Oh, it's gonna be a report there. Not towards a penalty, which doesn't really matter because he's quite slow at the moment.
As Ant-Man also lost a lot of time to Crack in front of him because of it.
Yeah. Absolutely awful for him.
And he needs to push his DRS and he is already low on ERS.
Lucas got a penalty for irrelevancy. Or should I say, leave joining the track back with an unjustifiable reason. Well, Smarko a little bit slow. Got a flagger behind. Rubenek has gone off somewhere. He got damage to the car. Depending on over there, what happened to him, it's gone a bit wrong for him.
Don't know if he has front wing damage, I can't see anything right now.
Yeah, I can't see any damage on him either.
Also doesn't pit, so don't believe he has front wing damage. And Lee
flags.
Webb, McLaren spinning after McLaren.
Lee Webb, what's happened to McLaren today? Absolutely awful for
as Z2 is
that's
passing
Black
Wolf
there. That's going to be a virtual safety
car.
Lee
Webb is still standing still.
Be long there. Yeah, it could have been a virtual safety or
finally
anything like that
moves
happened.
out.
Yeah, he moved. Absolutely awful
As
for
we
him.
have Mark now close behind Antmet, but is going to lose
Yeah,
a lot
Mark
of time
close by that, mate.
in sector 2 and 3.
Mark, he's closing up to the Ferrari.
Antmet is just more confident into sector 2 and 3. But also Antmet is only on 35% battery and Mark on almost 80.
Yeah, you could benefit from the DLC of actually spreading it all in one go. So I think conserve the ERS or just use it all in one go and save enough for 4 to 5 laps on saving it. And then we have Mark is boosting on his ERS.
As Joe is on 90% ERS behind Mark.
And Joe's on extremely conservative for the battery.
See, Joe is using a little bit to catch a little. So I believe Antmet also used a little, he didn't gain a lot. And the top 3 is just so far away.
Yeah.
The only battle we have right now is from P4 to P6. As Mark is outside of the 1 second gap. So I believe Joe is going to pass him.
Yeah, Joe's going to pass him, he's got a full tank of battery at the moment. Sounds like Marky's running a little bit slower. Don't know what's happened to him. Yeah, but now we're out towards the infamous right handle of death. It's true now he's 20 kilometers faster, but still not good enough for he's going a little bit wide.
They're both going a little bit wide.
That's true. Can they make the boost stick?
Can Joe?
Oh, he's moved.
No,
He's
staying,
good to the inside, but
staying behind.
As
Mark spun.
Mark has had a little bit of an issue with his car. It's got tyre wear issues. You have to be careful because the seats right behind it was closing him up.
That was scary for Joe. He luckily didn't hit him. Now Joe's goal is to catch Antmet with 40% more battery.
Yeah.
So it's definitely possible.
Yeah. God.
Using a little.
I have to break it.
He's not using.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's using here again. No, he's just staying behind. So we have Mark staying with Joe now.
Mark's staying with Joe now. And I'm feeling a little bit tired right now. All that racing.
Is spot pitting.
Yeah, it's Virgis pitting.
Pitting early.
Very early.
So as we now have a close gap is between Jack and James Sullivan.
Yep.
Battling for P9.
Yeah, but I have to break some bad news to you, Bastian. I'm running a little bit tired now, so I might just stop doing some commentary.
Isfot's retired.
The safety car's out.
Isfot's retired on track. Don't know what happened there.
What
Wait,
is Blood doing?
Did he just got this? He got the same issue as in F5.
Yeah.
He literally got the same issue as the lead running driver from F5 last race.
It appeared like absolute schoolboy ever. Anyway, Bastian, I've got to tell you some bad news.
This wasn't retiring on track. It was just another major problem with EA.
Yeah, I think they need to fix this.
So Also Saikaya from F5 had this problem.
Oh shit. What really?
Roger didn't speed. So it's starting this lap again, as Roger is still the lead. That's what happened with Crack. Joe is pitting. I want to check if Joe has front wing damage.
Yeah, Bastian, I've got to apologise. I am going to leave the commentary position for today. I've got too many things going on right now. I'm just going to have a rest.
Yeah. So yeah, good luck. Joe crashed his pit, crashed his front wing, so he had to replace it. That's why. Roger
Anyway,
is still leading.
anyway, so I'm going to catch you later next week.
Yeah. Good luck with wherever you're going.
Right, cheers.
as Z2 gets past Mark right here. Jack as Ryan gets overtaken a lot. He ghosted, so I believe he left and they all overtake him. Yeah, I see his game also closed. As Arturo gets track limit warnings. Is going to manage to stay with him? No. Roger was going to lead this. Let's see what the close gap is. It's James, Sully and Arturo. As Lucas and Arturo are side by side. Lucas sticking it around the outside. They're fighting corner after corner, trying to see who's staying ahead. As Arturo is ahead into turn 9. But he gives Lucas enough room to let him pass. As Daniel manages to overtake Mark. Jack Bailey is also closing up to Mark right now. They are not going side by side this time through these corners, but as you can see, Lucas is a lot faster through these corners. Lucas has used so much of his ERS. He wants to get past, but Arturo just has a lot more. As Jack Bailey, is he gonna get past Mark? Sending it inside. Managed to stick it. That was a nice overtake. As we have Skull getting overtaken by Crack. As Lucas now still fighting with Arturo again through these corners. Arturo now staying behind as Craig gets 3-second time penalty. Is Jack going to get past the next DRS sections of Daniel? The gap is close enough, has more ERS. Spins and crashes. Jack, luckily he ghosted. Otherwise it would have been a massive crash. As Hugenek goes past Mark, because Mark got a little bit wide. We have Antmet closing up to Skull. He has a lot more ERS also, so he can make the overtake on the third DRS zone if he wants to. Maybe even the second. as Joe gets a 3-second time penalty. Is Ahmed getting past Skull here? Humanek didn't get past. Ahmed, is he going to send it? No, he's staying behind. Humanek is also not gonna send it. As you have Lucas behind Arturo again. The gap between Ahmed and Skull is getting really tight. He's sending it. No, just staying behind. Waiting for the right moment. He's using a lot right now. He's definitely going for the overtake right here. Skull defended a little, but Ahmed is past. As Skull gets DRS and is getting past again. Ahmed should have waited for the next DRS zone to get past. As there happened a crash to Arturo. Maybe Lucas starts him, we don't know. As Ahmed still has a lot more ERS. As Skull gets another 3-second time penalty. I'm gonna have to check that. So Skull 6 seconds and now on 3 seconds. As Arturo retired. He retired on track, I believe. As Jack's gone in the wall. Don't know what happened there. And there's a safety car now. So we have another safety car. I believe they are going to pit to the softs. But the penalties, a lot have 3-second penalties, and some even more. They're pitting indeed to softs. Skull's pitting to mediums. Roger was also pitting to softs. And Ahmed now stays out in the lead. As we have now the rest of the pack going into the pits. Rubenek also on the mediums. And the rest are pitting to softs. Except for Lee Webb, he also pit to mediums. And James Sullivan pit to mediums. So I believe the softs is a really good choice. It might get bad at the end. But Ahmed and Zeytu, they didn't pit. Also did Ryan McLean. They're gonna lose a lot of places in the end here. as they are racing again. Joshua is going for the move here. Going already up to P2. Satan and Albert are gonna drop a lot of places, I believe. They are all on fresh tires. And Roger gets past in the lead. We just need to know how much Melvin gets hold of by those old hard runners. And Skull also already get past. Antmet gets a 3-second time penalty as Skull gets past of Melvin. Lucas set fast lap as Skull managed to overtake Antmet, and Antmet is holding Melvin up a lot. Is Melvin going to be able to overtake him here? Yes, he is. Now the top 3 are, as Roger is clear of Skull now. Melvin is going to fight for it still. It's with Joe and Lee Webb fighting. Joe gets past. As Umenek is close to the hard runners. And Luke's also close behind Umenek. Almost touched him. As there's someone off. It's Joe spun off. As Roger sets fastest lap with clean air and everything. Lucas goes really wide there. Antman and Rumenek are fighting now. Rumenek does a double overtake on this straight. Goes really deep into the gravel and loses 3-4 and spins out. Don't know really what happened there. Maybe someone touched him from behind. But there's another safety car. And I know for sure that everyone that hasn't pitted will pit now. To those softs. Let's see if it is happening. No, he's not pitting, but Melvin is. As Rumenek left. As Lucas is even pitting. Lee Webb is pitting. James Sullivan is pitting. But C2 and Elmmet aren't pitting. They are staying out. They'd rather fight for 4 laps to new tires than... We have 5 people that pit. As no one is going in the pits this time. as Joe is behind and gets another penalty while in the safety car. I'm gonna check the penalties because those are gonna be really important right now. Roger has none, and behind them are a lot of people with penalties, as Mark is in P6 without penalties. Mark will get overtaken by those new softs, but he also might overtake those old hards. As the safety car is going in this lap, they're going to be, I believe, 4 or 5 laps of racing. We right now have only 3 people without penalties. They are gaining a lot of places because of that. Everyone has 3 seconds except 2 people, they have 6 and 9. As Lee overtakes Ryan under the safety car. Oh yeah, Ryan is ghosted, that's why. As Roger now goes. Is still staying long enough behind. As Melvin goes up to P6. Let's see, so Melvin and then Lucas are the freshest soft runners. Let's see if how much he can overtake. As Daniel goes up a place on Antmet, goes into the podium places now. Melvin passes C2 and closing in a lot on Antmet. Joe up to P8, also passing Mark. Mark is struggling on those old softs. They are getting past. So they're still fighting. School and Rochuel are having a big gap behind. Melvin is gonna get past here. Let's hope if his teammate Lucas doesn't get hindered too much. As there's another caution, that's Ryan McLean. As Daniel is struggling on those old softs. Melvin going really close. Is he getting past here? Yes, he will. And we have Lucas still behind Antmet, getting pushed around with Joe behind. He needs to overtake or he will be getting overtaken. As he did. Is Joe going to be overtaking Antmet now? He's also trying to overtake Lucas here. 3 wide into turn 2. As Joe goes a bit wide and Lucas goes off into the distance. Antmet already down to P7 and C2 down to P11. They might even get out of the points. As Skull still just behind Rochuel. Let's see the penalties. As right now no one will move a place up or down except for Mark. He will move up a lot of places. Maybe even to P6. as Lee Webb crashed into turn 1. As Zeta retired in the pits. Don't know if that was real smart to do. Could have gained a position from Lee Webb. So we have Lucas and Daniel close. This might be the only fight left. Say to left. His car is going still out. So going into the final lap. Roger is gonna win this if he stays within 6 seconds of Skull. So Lucas is trying it into turn 1, managing to stick it. Pushed Daniel a bit wide there, and Lucas got a 3-second time penalty there. So Joe gets past Daniel also there. They are really close behind each other. But Joe and Lucas have more penalties, so Daniel will move past them if he stays. So they're fighting through these corners as they crashed. Joe and Lucas both crashed. They were going side by side, didn't leave enough space. And now Daniel will get P4 for sure. As Mark will move up to P5 and Craig even moving up to P2 because of penalties. And Joe and Lucas going P8 and P9. As Joe even gets to P10 with penalties. As Roger is extending his gap in the championship even more. Winning race after race. Roger is going to lead from 44 points, I believe, to like, let's see, he got 26 points. He even got 27. He started first, so he will be getting a lot of points. Did another Grand Slam. So as we have an F5 driver in P5 and P6. Really good performance from them. Congratulations to Roger on this race win again. He dominates in F4. As I'm gonna end the stream. This was the F4 race of Austria.